What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're gonna be covering Monday Night Raw, the Raw after Mania. Um, yeah. It happened. I guess. Raw after Mania is supposed to be the biggest Raw of the year, and it might have topped itself in the worst way possible. It probably was the worst Raw all year, and that's disgusting. But there's a reason for that because apparently Vince was involved a lot in the show. This is according to PW Insider, that Vince was involved a lot in the show. I'm not even surprised. It didn't feel like a Triple H show. If you watched Triple H's shows for the past 5, 6 months, that did not feel like a Triple H show. And it's disgusting that Vince McMahon is even like in the creative process, like even just a little bit. And it's absolutely ridiculous that this is what's going on. Anyways, we're just gonna be covering Monday Night Raw. If I don't get to everything, it's probably just because it's too forgettable. But Triple H opened the show, and what we were expecting is, a new title, or maybe he strips Roman of one of the titles. No, we got then, now, and forever. WWE isn't going anywhere sort of thing. And I read a lot online that people think that Triple H, this is like a goodbye from Triple H, and like who knows at this point? Who really knows? But yeah, what I get out of that Triple H opening segment is a lot of nothing, really. Um we know Triple H was kind of mentioning WWE getting bought, but it didn't really do anything at all. It just didn't. And then we got Roman Reigns coming out. Roman Reigns coming out for a segment. At least Roman showed up on Raw. um, but yeah, he came out with Solo Sikoa, no Usos with him. And Cody came out straight away. Cody wasted no time. He came right out. He wanted a rematch for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship on the Raw after Mania. And of course, did we get it? Absolutely not. And yeah, it turned into a tag match instead. It's like Teddy Long was booking the show. We got Roman Reigns and Solo versus Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. I wasn't expecting Brock at all. I was very excited. One of the few times I was excited during the show was when Brock first came out. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is a different thing. We were kind of expecting Randy Orton, maybe. I kind of thought maybe a little bit it would be Randy, but it wasn't. Or maybe Matt Riddle. I was happy it wasn't Matt Riddle, even though we'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah. So that happened. Brock and Cody in the same ring versus Solo and Roman. That main event. Oh, people were going to be like, yeah, that's a huge main event. Now that is a Raw after Mania main event. It's like a WWE 2K Universe mode main event or something. Yeah. So, yeah. Then we got, let me see, what else did we get? We got, let's talk about the Bobby Lashley segment. So Bobby Lashley didn't get a match at WrestleMania, which is disgusting. And then we got a segment with Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed backstage. And let me tell you this. It seems like they are protecting Bronson Reed, because they could have easily just went like, oh, Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed tonight on Raw. Bobby Lashley beats him. No. It's sort of like Bronson Reed is sending a warning towards Bobby Lashley, so it kind of looks like they're protecting both men for now. But Mustafa Ali, in his cheerful gimmick, gets absolutely wrecked by Bobby Lashley by submission. And after that, maybe someone can come out and confront Lashley after? No. Nothing happens. Lashley just celebrates with his Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale trophy, and that is the end of the segment. Then we got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn coming out. And by the way, in between everything that I'm about to say is a bunch of recaps from WrestleMania. I swear there were like 10 plus recaps from WrestleMania last night. I did not like that at all. I know WWE likes to do it, likes to recap WrestleMania, after on the Raw after Mania, but this was just so excessive. Um, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeating the Street Profits. Probably the best overall match of the night, easily. The Street Profits coming out and becoming the first, like, so Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn did an open challenge. Street Profits answered. Perfect tag team to answer after their win at WrestleMania. And they put on a banger match. Montez Ford selling at the end was perfect. I mean, I was expecting nothing less than a banger between these two teams, and KO and Sammy obviously retained the titles. And yeah, that was probably the best match of the night, and probably the best moment of the night, if you want to say that. Then we got Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins was backstage in his usual drip, and was being interviewed by Kathy Kelly. And he came out, asked people to sing his song. He came out, and then when it came back from commercial, we were all expecting someone to come out. Instead, nobody came out. It hurts more than Gunther's chops to the chest. No one came out at all, and that was one of the worst segments of the year, easily. Seth Rollins just sitting in the ring. I mean, I love the crowd cheering his song. It's probably good for the people there, but no one came out. It was like no. That was one of the worst segments all year, easily. So disappointing. You could have had anybody come out and interrupt that chant with Seth Rollins, but instead you just had nothing happen. That's horrible. And then we got Bianca and Rhea coming face to face. Yes, Bianca was supposed to have a segment. We had no match between Bianca and Rhea. But Bianca and Rhea came face to face. That's a WrestleMania 40 match, easily. There's no doubt. Bianca and Rhea is definitely being built up in a year in advance. WrestleMania 40. Maybe it happens at SummerSlam. I doubt it. I think they'll honestly both be champions going into SummerSlam. So, yeah, Bianca and Rhea, WrestleMania 40. I'm sold on that already. Nice little segment between the two. I had no problem with that, I guess. Both women went through grueling WrestleMania matches last night, or WrestleMania weekend, and I had no problem with that segment personally. The thing after I had a problem with, Damage Control versus Raquel and Liv Morgan in a tag team #1 contenders match where the winner earns a tag team title opportunity was next. Oh my god. So we were supposed to get 2 triple threat matches. I believe the first one was Dakota, Piper, and Liv. That is a Triple H match. The other one was supposed to be Io, Candice, and somebody else. I have no idea. But they were both Triple H matches. You want to know what happened to those matches? They got changed for a basic tag team match between Liv and Raquel and Damage Control, 2 teams that lost at WrestleMania. And Bayley, you would assume, would come out with Damage Control. No. Bayley did not come out, and it was revealed via Fightful that Bayley was cut very late on. That's suspicious. And usually I wouldn't say it was suspicious or try to cryptically say anything, but it's very weird that it was mentioned that Bayley was cut late. Very, very weird. Because Bayley, in the Vince era, we know that Bayley is going to get used all the time. Bayley is Bayley. But, maybe Damage Control can continue their story with Lita and Trish and beat Liv and Raquel. No. Liv and Raquel easily beat Dakota and Io. Another loss for Damage Control. I don't even know how many losses in a row this is for Damage Control now. And Raquel and Liv are the new #1 contenders. I do agree that match, Raquel and Liv versus Lita and Trish, is going to be very, very good. I expect that to be good. But I was not into that match. Damage Control were just beat easily. Dakota and Io got very, very little offense, and the rest was just Raquel and Liv dominating. Just not good. Not good. Matt Riddle's return. Let's talk about Bad Bunny. He went through a table, and it looks like at Backlash we're gonna get Dom and Priest versus Bad Bunny and Ray, which sounds like a good deal to me. I like that. I think Bad Bunny is one of the best celebrities WWE have ever had on the show, and I can't wait to see that. Bad Bunny's gonna get a huge pop. I expect Bad Bunny and Ray to win easily at Backlash. That's all I gotta say about that. Bad Bunny taking a bump through the table was great to see as well. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes, or the top two things I want to talk about. Matt Riddle making his return. So The Miz had a promo, and he said he wasn't going to be interrupted again. And oh my goodness, this is it. This could be anybody. This could be Randy. It could be Jay White. It could be Ops. It could be Braun Breaker. It could be anybody. And we got Matt Riddle's return after like maybe a half a year being out or so. Or he hasn't been around since Extreme Rules, I believe. He left after Extreme Rules, if I'm not mistaken. Matt Riddle made his return and beat. And he hit the bro Derek on the Miz. That was it. Yep. Matt Riddle made his return on a scooter, beat up Miz. That was it. That was the surprise. I want to move on from that so badly. Then we got probably one of the biggest Raw main events of all time. Brock Cody versus Solo and Roman. Guess what happened? As soon as they introduced Cody, Brock hit Cody with the F5, and Brock beat up Cody for a good 10 minutes. Roman and Solo walked out with their heads held high. Brock beat the ever-living shit out of Cody. No one helped Cody. So I guess Paul Heyman was right in that aspect that no one was going to help Cody. Yeah, we got no major surprises besides Matt Riddle. And Brock beat up Cody to end the show. We didn't even get any wrestling in the main event. We had one women's match in a 3-hour show. Brock flipped Cody off. I guess that was fun for the memes. But that was a disastrous show. And I have no words. If this, a major indicator that if Vince is going to be running creative is how SmackDown's going to go and how the next couple weeks are going to go. If we get rematches, like if we get Street Profits versus KO and Sammy next week, that would be an indicator. If Liv and Raquel lose to Trish and Lita and they get an opportunity the following week, or if we see like Raquel versus Lita one-on-one after Raquel and Lita lose the titles next week, that will be a huge indicator. And Matt Riddle versus Miz is just not satisfying. It's just not. I'm fine with Matt Riddle being back. Matt Riddle versus Miz isn't fun. It's not. And, you know, we basically left off Raw. Bobby Lashley. What's he gonna do? Yeah, I got it that Bronson Reed is there, but honestly, Bobby Lashley should be elevated up the card a little bit more. Seth Rollins, after he beat Logan, there was no indication what Seth was doing now. So it's like, what are you doing? It's like, instead of leaving us hyped for Raw, or the Raw after Mania, you left us confused, baffled, and flabbergasted. So that was horrible. I just want to be done talking about this Raw because it's just forgettable. And if you made it through the whole video, thank you guys so much for watching. And my next video might be today. I still want to talk about my thoughts about the Vince situation. I may make a video about that. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.